Hello friends, and welcome to another episode of Hanging with Janky. It is the last Hanging with Janky before Halloween arrives, friends. And, I kind of ran out of costumes. I thought I had enough, but it turns out I didn't have enough for 5 weeks. Not like ready-made costumes. I still have no idea what I'll be on Monday. So, I decided to just go with the scariest thing that I thought I could be. Myself. To be fair, from a YouTuber's perspective, being yourself is the scariest thing you can be on YouTube. So, I think this really is the best costume. Anyway, we've got lots to talk about today on the channel front and on the news front, so let's just get rolling with it, shall we? First, what was up on the channel this week? So, we got Undertale Part 14. I rage quitted pretty hard. So, we were going into the Mettaton battle, and it's so hard to defeat Mettaton. I was so, you have to get like a rating number, but you have to like keep dodging his attacks while you're trying to up the rating. And it's all so annoying. It's all so annoying. And I'm just like, words. Anyway, so I rage quitted after I died like 5 times in a row. So I'm working on defeating Mettaton elsewhere. I might record like the end of the battle if I get to the end of the battle, but mostly I'm just working on getting done with that. So for part 15 of Undertale, we can pick up after the Mettaton battle. I don't know, I can't talk. Also up this week, we had shared shenanigans, keep talking and nobody explodes, with my friend Super Antlers. Aw, it was fun. He was giving me directions, we were defusing bombs. We only blew up about half the time, so yeah. It was a pretty good sesh, all in all. I thought we had a pretty good sesh. It was fun. And it's nice to record some shared shenanigans with other YouTubers. Not that I don't love MEK and SFEN and Tom and Joe. They're all wonderful human beings who I love making videos with, but it's also really fun to make videos with some other YouTubers too. So if you'd ever like to make a video with me, definitely leave a comment below or just send me a tweet or anything, just get in contact with me. We'll figure it out. We'll set it up. It'll be great. Woot. Also up on the channel this week, we had The Witcher Part 14. I think it was exciting. I remember we talked with, what do we even do? Oh, we saw Kalkstein again about the tower in the swamp thing. If you happen to be watching, that was a thing that we're doing. We talked to Vivaldi the dwarf. We finally got someone crossed off our suspect list. And, oh yeah, we beat up some Salamandra for drugs. Yeah. So there was a lot of that, because we need the drugs to bribe someone, because Vizima's a messed up place, guys. Just watch it. Just watch it, and you'll understand. You'll understand. Also, we had Demo Day, Tyler Model 005, which is the last demo day of the Halloween series, where I was parodying Jesse Cox. I had a lovely Jesse Cox beard. It has since died. It got tangled up in my headphones, and I had to pull the string that held it all together. I might remake it sometime, but that's what's going on with that. Anyway, you should definitely go check out Tyler Model 005. I had a lot of fun playing it. It's just sort of an open exploration game. You have quests, you're a free-running robot, you can change up the cosmetics of it, you can collect little cosmetic bits here and there throughout the game, make it really fun. I still haven't completed the demo, there's still more to do, so I'll probably go back and play that because it's a grand old time. You can find them on Indiegogo, there's a link on the video. I'll probably leave a link below this video too, possibly, but definitely go check them out because it's a really fun game. Also, you may notice on the thumbnail, I'll pull it back up here, I have created a new Demo Day logo. I didn't really care for the old one. It was very difficult to find a good place to put it, and it was always kind of small and hard to read by the time I finally found a good place to put it on the title graphic. So I just created this new one with my face and the words Demo Day. But they're fun, they're stylized, they're in synchro font. because I'm not good at just drawing letters and making it look nice, so I just use fonts. But yeah, so that's the graphic I'm going to use moving forward. I think it looks cool. And of course, I'm super excited to do more stuff with Kickstarter and Indiegogo on demo day, because those are always really fun demos to play. So definitely watch out for more of that coming up. Also, Fimble Famble Saucebox this week was just 80s slasher movies. All the 80s slasher movies. It was actually pretty bad. I was just kind of like rambling about all the things that I thought were giant plot holes in 80s slasher movies, which is all you really talk about when you're talking about 80s slasher movies, is all the giant gaping plot holes in all of them. But yeah, I had a grand old time, and then, you know, at the end I was kind of like, yeah, but 80s slashers like led to all the horror movies we have today, so give them a little credit. But still, it's just an interesting little rant. I still don't know what I'm going to do with Saucebox going forward. I might replace it with something else, but that's a conversation for another time. Anyway, you can definitely go check out this one right now. I'm pretty sure the logo's gone now, so I don't know why I'm pointing to it, but check it out. So, coming up on the channel, we of course have Undertale Part 15, also The Witcher Part... No, 14? Did I say 14? Undertale Part 15, The Witcher Part 15, then Demo Day. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet for that one. A Saucebox, which again, I have no idea what I'm going to do for Saucebox, but I'm going to do something probably. And then I don't have any shared shenanigans or anything lined up for Tuesday, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to revisit some old games, because, you know, a lot of my videos are one and done, but there are some games that have really cool updates that I want to get back to. So probably some Hello Neighbor, because they just had a huge update to that game, which is really cool. And possibly some Guts and Glory, which I played on Stream Shenanigans. But I haven't gotten back around to I haven't actually gotten around to making a Guts and Glory video, and they just sent me the Yang family build. So I'll definitely probably do a little bit of that, because that's fun. And that's pretty much all I have. That's pretty much all that's coming up on the channel. So, I hope you guys enjoyed, and now it's time to move on to that wonderful part of the day where we thank all the new subs to the channel. So, this week we have 3 new subscribers. Super awesome people, I assume, because they subscribe to my channel, so they have to be super awesome by default. The first one up is Inert Monster, who does Mafia 3 and also some Forza Horizon 3 games, the racing games. They have lots of videos up on their channel right now, and 43 subscribers, which is super cool, and their videos actually get views, which is sweet. No, but I've talked to them. They seem like really cool people, super nice, and I'm so glad they subscribe to my channel, and you should definitely go check theirs out. If you want to check out some Mafia 3 or some racing games, definitely go check out Inert Monster. And of course, Inert Monster, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. The next 2 subs up on the channel are just people who enjoy watching videos, which is super awesome. I'm so glad that you liked my videos enough to subscribe to my channel. That's super cool. So first up, we have Luis Quintero Iglesias. I believe that's how you pronounce your name. I apologize if I mispronounce it, but thank you so much, Luis, for subbing my channel. I very much appreciate it. And then the final sub for this week is Broadway Lover 97, who just subbed last night. She actually does have one video. It is a video of her singing The Wizard and I at a talent show, which is super cool, so you can definitely go check that out. But of course, thank you, Broadway Lover 97, for subbing my channel. And those are all the subs we have for this week, so thank you again, you 3, for subbing the channel, and of course, thank you to the other 130 people who have subbed my channel so far. You are all amazing and wonderful people, and I hope that you know that, and I'm definitely telling it to you right now. You're all beautiful human beings, and I love that you're part of the community. Keep watching. Love you for it. You guys are the absolute best. Love you. Alright, now it's time to move on to gaming news. Actually, a lot of the news is actually more geeky news. Gosh, I just changed it over to gaming news, and now the news is geeky again. I don't even know what to do. Maybe I should just say news. I don't know. Let's just get to it. So, first up, we have the Windows 10 update, which is coming in January. Now wait, spring? So, first up, we have the Windows 10 update, which is coming next spring. They're calling it the Creators Update, and it has a lot of cool features. To be perfectly honest with you, I kind of hate Windows 10 Anniversary. I don't know why it happened. I have one major issue with it. here's the thing. I record my games on my PC, transfer them to my Mac for editing, right? I had a hard drive, an external hard drive, that I used to transfer the video files. And after the anniversary update, it stopped recognizing my hard drive as an actual thing. And it bugs the crap out of me because now I have to use this tiny little USB to transfer my video files. It is irksome because I have a 1 terabyte hard drive that is now just sitting here. I mean, I transfer the files from the USB over to the hard drive, but Windows, what are you doing to me? Anyway, the Creators Update does look cool though. It has a lot of really interesting features, one of which is super cool for gamers, is built-in game streaming. How about that? Now, the streaming doesn't go to Twitch or even YouTube, but it does go to Beam, which is the third most popular streaming website behind those other two. I assume the reason that it goes to Beam is because Beam is Microsoft's streaming service. They actually bought it out, so I mean that makes sense. Rather than trying to partner with Twitch or YouTube, it's just easier to use your own streaming service. Now, Beam does have a couple of really cool features that are sort of absent on Twitch and even YouTube right now. Specifically, it has very low latency, which means that the communication between the viewers and the streamer is actually very low. It's basically, there's no delay between the chat and the streamer. So it makes it much more easy? Is that the word I'm looking for? I guess it would be easier, whatever, to interact between the streamer and the viewer. You know me, my mind goes insane. The other big advantage is that they have an experience point system, so the longer that you watch a streamer, the more points you can accumulate, which you can use to either customize your chat or your page, or gain rewards, which is super cool. Now, these things aren't unheard of on the others. Actually, YouTube has a very low latency as well. Now, Twitch has that 30-second delay, which is kind of hard to deal with. But also, the reward system, you can just use Revlo, which is available on Twitch. I don't know if that's available on YouTube. I assume that it is. But there are point systems. It's just that they're third-party point systems, whereas Beam has it built in. So that's interesting. Also, it allows a lot more gamers to stream. So that's cool. Except unless you're, trying to make a living out of it, and you have tons more competition. But I mean, just for friends, it's fun. It's fun to stream with friends. Don't Starve, tonight. Super awesome. Or was it last night? Oh god, that's right. This comes out on Sunday. I don't know. Let me just cut to the next section. Also, VR will be coming with the Windows 10 update. They have lots of cool VR stuff coming. Specifically, they're looking to release some third-party VR from HP, Dell, Lenovo, Asus. I'm not familiar with that one, but also I assume a very popular computer maker. Computer maker? Is that even the right word? Gosh, I sound like such a noob whenever I talk. I need to do better research on words. Anyway, the VR systems will be starting at $300, which is very cheap compared to the other VR systems currently available. Also, what makes it really awesome is that it has in-hardware tracking. Is that what they called it? Something like that. Basically, with the Oculus and the Rift and all, the Oculus and the Rift, it's the Oculus Rift. The Oculus, the Vive, PlayStation VR, all of those, you have to have a tracking system so it can actually track your movements in the space, and you basically have to set up an entire room dedicated to VR. Whereas these new systems will actually have that tracking built into the headwear, so you don't have to buy separate tracking equipment, which is part of what makes it a lot cheaper than current VR systems. Now, will it be good VR? I don't know. I'm not sure. But it'll be cheap VR, so we'll see if they're able to strike that balance between good VR and cheap VR. But until that comes out, we'll just have to hope for the best. To be honest, as VR progresses, just like anything else, I'm sure it'll get better and cheaper to make. So hopefully this will be pretty good whenever this stuff comes out. And of course, Microsoft is working on their own VR tech, the HoloLens, which they also showed off at their event thing, and it's also looking pretty good, so that's super sweet. Also, they're releasing Paint 3D, which will allow you to create 3D paints. But no, they are focusing on 3D. They're actually focusing on 3D for a lot of things. They also have 3D PowerPoint, which I don't know why you would want 3D PowerPoint, but whatever. And just a lot of modeling software. Basically just tons of stuff for creators is coming with this update. So hopefully it'll be good. We'll see when it comes out. I'm sure everyone will be talking about it when it does, so I guess we'll just see how it plays out. But the VR and the streaming look really cool, And I think it's really interesting that they're sort of leaning more toward creator gamers with this new update. So that's a really cool thing that Windows is doing. So hopefully it will all work out and we'll all like it. Maybe. I mean, how do those updates go? Usually every other update is good. So if Anniversary was crap, then this one will probably be good. We'll see. Anyway, Vine is dead. And what would have made that really ironic is if Twitter would have announced it with a Vine. That would have actually been hilarious. I would have loved that. But instead, they actually made a blog post on the blogging site Medium, which just explained that the popularity of Vine has been decreasing a lot over the last few months. It's very hard for them to turn a profit on it, and so they'll be shutting it down. Now, this won't happen immediately. Twitter and the team at Vine were very clear that any changes that are made to the app and the website will have notifications that will be sent to all Vine users and Vine viewers before they actually do anything. But they are shutting down the app and also the website eventually, but they're leaving the website up for now so that people can continue viewing Vines. Wow, that sounded good whenever I started, and then I got real wordy at the end. In related news, Vine has never been more popular. I think it's that sort of graduation goggles thing where it's like everybody hears that Vine is going away and suddenly everybody's like, Vine! We have to get back on Vine! Vine's going away! Remember Vine? Vine was the best! Vine! The thing is, ever since Instagram had their video service, and plus I'm sure Snapchat played a role too, it's kind of like, not many people have used Vine anymore. So I understand from a company perspective why Twitter wants to shut it down, because they're trying to cut dead weight. They're trying to stay relevant. And I mean, I feel like Twitter is relevant in the sense that it's very good for streamers and YouTubers and people trying to promote their message, but at the same time, I think a lot of younger generation, just for like communication purposes, are using a lot of newer apps like Snapchat, like Yik Yak, like, oh god, I'm so out of touch. I don't even know what else is popular with kids today. The point is that Vine will eventually be phased out. Now, again, this isn't happening immediately, and Twitter was very clear that they're going to be very they're going to be very transparent with all of their shutdown of Vine stuff. But, you know, if you want to make some Vines, definitely do it now. Alright, and wrapping up the day on a slightly happier note, we have some news about Pokemon Sun and Moon! Yay! The internet's favorite Pokemon game is back with new information about the final evolutions of the Alolan starters and also some interesting news on what champions will be featured in the game! So the final starters actually look really cool. I'm actually really excited about how most of them turned out. First of all, you have Decidueye, which is the final evolution of Rowlet, who basically turns into Robin Hood. He looks super cool. He's grass type and ghost type, and he is an archer, and it's wonderful and magnificent. And if I ever get this game, which I probably won't because I don't have a 3DS, but if I did, I would go with Rowlet because he looks super cool. Then you have Incineroar, who is the final evolution of Litten. Now this one confuses me just a little, as I said earlier this week on Twitter, because I don't understand how he goes from being a kitten to a bobcat to a pro wrestler. It confuses me because there seems to be no preamble for the jump to pro wrestler. Then again, I guess there's no real preamble to Rowlet becoming an archer. Yeah. No, it's still cool. It's still cool. I still like Incineroar as a design and as a Pokemon. He's cool, but it was strange to me. But you know what? I'm not going to question Nintendo on it. And then we have Prima Marina, who is the final evolution of Poplio. And Poplio apparently basically becomes a magical seal, siren, mermaid, princess. I can't wait to hear what the internet has to say about it, but it looks super cool. I'm loving it. It's very nice. Still not going to choose it, because I'm not about water types. Or fairy types, but I mean, water types. Oh, that reminds me, yeah, Incineroar is fire and dark, and then Prima Marina is water and fairy. To be honest, I don't care, because I'm all about that grass ghost. Anyway, more information on Pokemon Sun and Moon. Red and Blue are returning! Have you ever wondered what happened to Red and Blue after the first games? Apparently, they've been traveling the world, and now they're adults, and now they're in the Alolan region. On vacation, maybe? Probably not. Red doesn't say anything, but Blue is just a chatterbox, and it's fun, and you can battle them. And they do have some other champions that are coming back too. My friend Joe, who's actually played all the Pokemon games in a way that I have not, informs me that a lot of the old champions are coming back. These two are, of course, iconic to the Pokemon games, so it's super cool they're bringing them back. And they're in the game. So, of course, lots of people very excited for Pokemon Sun and Moon. Lots going on. And it's exciting stuff, guys. It's exciting stuff. Also coming up next week, Blizzcon, November 4th and 5th. I don't really have anything to say about it, other than I'm looking forward to all of the releases that will be happening. Probably some Overwatch stuff. Sombra, probably, although apparently something's supposed to happen with her on the 1st. So we'll see how that goes. And then, I don't know, I mean, they always do all sorts of cool stuff at BlizzCon. Weird Al Yankovic is the closing concert, so I'll watch it just for that. I will watch it just to watch the final concert. And by watch it, I mean I'll probably, like, watch it with Joe, because he actually bought the e-ticket and I didn't. So I'd be like, hey Joe, can I watch BlizzCon with you? I'd like to watch BlizzCon with you. Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be a great old time. But now I'm excited for all the stuff that's coming up at BlizzCon, so I'm sure next week on Hanging with Janky, I'll be talking all about that. So look forward to that coming up next week. Also next week, Extra Life Gaming streaming event will be happening. Emmy, Joe, and I will all be streaming for Extra Life Children's Hospital charity all day. I know Joe is definitely going all day. I'll probably take a break. I can't talk. I can't ever talk. It's fine. I'll probably be taking a break to record Hanging with Janky, because doing this live would just be like an absolute mess. You see how much of a mess I am after editing. You don't even want to see what it's like whenever I actually record this thing. So I'm taking a break to record that, but I'll definitely be streaming most of the day. I'm not sure what I'll be playing. I just know that Emmy and Joe and I are chunking off a block of time so we can all play Don't Starve together. So that will definitely be happening at some point. And of course, definitely check out all of our donation pages. If you can donate anything, that's super awesome. None of the money goes to us. It all goes to local children's hospitals. For me, I'll be streaming for Akron Children's Hospital, which is a lovely place. They do awesome work. It's super cool. I know that the university does things with them all the time. They're just a lovely bunch of people. Definitely help support them if you can. If you can't, that's still cool. You can, of course, just tune in for the stream. It'll be super fun. And yeah, so that'll be coming up next week as well. So I think that's all I have for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, you can totally hit that like button. If you didn't, you can hit the dislike button. It's sad, but it's an option. Comments, positive or negative, you can leave them all below. Of course, I'll try to read and respond to as many as I can, if not all of them. But more than anything, I hope you have a lovely day, evening, or whenever you happen to be watching. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And until the next time, this is Janky Shenanigans, signing out.
I'm going to have to cut so much of this out.
Oh my god, we'll get there. Oh, that's gonna be a whole rant unto itself.
Oh look, a room full of explosives.
But that got silly real fast.
Fiddlesticks is the worst.
That was my muffled scream noise, by the way.
Thanks for stepping on my face. Here's the 3 gold. People here are weird. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.